scarlet blaze. Unrest in Enbarr. Despite successfully defending Aryan Road, Edelgard concludes it is no longer possible for her to hold the eastern and western lines at the same time, and pauses to explore solutions. Almost as if trading places, she sends Count Bergles to the Kingdom Front and returns her own forces to the imperial capital of Enbarr.
Okay, I get that this little chat needs to be a secret, but if we get any deeper into the woods, someone's gonna be looking for our corpses.
One can never be too safe. We do not know where our enemy lurks these days.
Lysithia's here too? What's she got to do with this?
Lysithia has had contact in the past with those who slither in the dark. I asked her to come along so she might be privy to all of the information.
I'm just listening. Pretend I'm not even here. And besides, they're my enemy too.
Right.
Now, as you know, our enemy has gone into hiding. But considering what they are capable of, we cannot relax our guard, particularly at the capital. The streets of Enbarr practically teemed with them at one time.
So you guys allied yourselves with this group for a while.
So we cannot rule out the possibility they will attempt some mischief when Her Majesty and the rest of us return.
That's true. They're devious, both everywhere and nowhere at once. We have to be careful.
And what's that got to do with me again? You want me to stop them somehow?
I have a request, yes, and a warning. I believe that if those who slither in the dark do try something, they will attempt to approach you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Your powers may come from the same place as theirs, right?
It stands to reason they might try to recruit you.
Sure, but they'd be wasting their time. There's no way I'm gonna help those monsters.
And what if they appear as your long-lost brother? Same hair, same eyes, a voice full of kindness.
What a disgusting man. They must come from the same rat hole as you worm.
Or, what if one of them calls out, "I finally found you, my child"?
And this little
Maybe
mouse
they
is
are
following
your family.
along.
Maybe
Damn.
they are not. Could you really drive a sword through their heart with that knowledge yet uncertain? Forgive me. That was cruel. I am merely voicing one possibility among many.
One possibility
Still,
is that you must have been
now
sired
you
by
will
a
know to
prostituted
expect
mouse.
It behooves you to remember how harsh reality can actually be.
I'm glad we have returned to Enbarr. It's far warmer than the kingdom, for one. How are you doing, Your Majesty? I hope you've been getting some rest at least. It seems you never stop working unless someone physically pulls you away from it.
I've been getting more rest than Hubert, at least. We're here in the gardens, chatting, are we not?
Fair enough. And so I'm clear, even a sliver of your time is a blessing beyond all measure. Though I suggest you find a better point of comparison than Hubert for how hard you work.
This is the part where you nobles all crowd around a table slurping on tea, right? Seems like a good enough way to unwind a bit.
Little tea wouldn't go amiss.
Tea? I wouldn't mind were it just myself and Her Majesty, but... What's happening in the throne room?
Hubert, what's wrong?
Intruders in the palace, Your Majesty. They entered through one of the secret passages, and are even now attempting to hunt you down. I sent soldiers to intercept them. We should be prepared for anything.
Do you think it's those who slither in the dark?
I know not. But they could not have breached that passage without assistance from the inside. Though there are only a few who know of that passage, and would be capable of acting as a guide. Your Majesty, might you kindly step this way?
Hubert!
There's no evidence.
Do you really think she would do that? You're not getting away!
This shall be your grave, intruder!
You simpleton! Were you trying to annihilate me as well? Thanks to you, the assassin made their escape!
As though one of your paltry skill would have caught such elusive prey in the first place. What matters now is that we give pursuit. All trespassers must be felled without mercy.
Even the two of us isn't enough.
It's not over.
Run, Catherine. I'm staying. Don't make me drag you out of here, Shamir. Go before I kill you myself. Damn it.
Good. We have a contract. The threat has been quelled, but we allowed them far too much leeway. The situation calls for careful reflection.
Still, you saved my life, which means my path for the future remains intact. Thank you.
Hubert, did you hear? My father has... vanished. Yes. We should have killed the dastard when we had the chance. What happened to your solemn vow to not let him stage a comeback? I told you this would happen. I think you knew he would try and scrabble his way out of his predicament. Such is the nature of a noble. Until you finally squash them, that is. I have no way to refute that point. I could excoriate you further, but we lack the time. We must get to the bottom of this, and quickly. The Knights of Seiros descended on us with the fury I have rarely seen. In all that confusion, even a bear could have slipped away without raising an alarm.
I would not go so far as to call them conspirators, but my father had many old friends in the palace. Some may have turned a blind eye. They should be found and questioned.
I agree. That is one possibility. Though there is another. Yes, well, now that we have a fugitive on our hands, I intend to make full use of it. This situation affords us a chance to remedy another.
If that is the beginning of a scheme, Hubert, you do a terribly poor job of veiling it.
It is no concern of yours. Not yet, at any rate.
Right. Lovely. Well, so long as whatever you're planning has Edelgard's blessing and will be of aid to the Empire, I will brook no complaint.
I'm told the secret passage they used was sealed off centuries ago.
Yes, the palace floor plans failed to even show it. I'm shocked the church knew of its existence.
In the age of Seros, the Empire and Church were intimately related. It's safe to assume the Central Church took pains to retain its information from the time.
I shudder to think what other inconvenient secrets they might be privy to.
Yes, well, based on the scale of the attack, they must have seen this as their first and only chance. Ah, there you are.
They said you wanted to talk?
Yes. I believe I owe you an apology.
Are you serious?
What for?
To be blunt, I thought you were with the enemy. I had you pegged for an informant, planted among us by those who slither in the dark. It was not an unreasonable assumption. You enter Her Majesty's life at the perfect time, allure her with your strength, and choose our house to study with.
You have more connections with the darkness than anyone else.
You have dark powers. It was all too much to dismiss as mere coincidence.
It was at Hubert's suggestion that I appointed you captain of our mercenary unit. He felt this would allow us to quietly assess your abilities and allegiances, and I agreed. I know I told you I did this because I believed in you and your strength, but the decision was somewhat more nuanced than that. I'm sorry.
The moment I got wind of this attack, I immediately thought of you. This is it, I thought. The traitor has sprung the trap, and now the Emperor's life is in danger. But instead, you thwarted the assassination attempt and kept Her Majesty safe. I was wrong about you. Deeply so. And for that, I am ashamed beyond measure. Pray forgive me.
You know, I thought it was weird how quick you both trusted me, but this is seriously too much. Surely there was a better way than this to test me.
You made a very serious accusation about me,
But
and
I
without
believe we made
proof.
the proper decision at the time, given the facts at our disposal. I was not about to hang my head and apologize until I was certain it was safe to take my eyes off you.
That said, we owe you more than a logical explanation. There must be some way we can make this up to you.
You can start by trusting me. Or if that's not in the cards, have the decency to tell me you don't to my face. At least then I'll know where I stand.
I doubt doing so would have changed anything, but I understand the sentiment. We will attempt to be better going forward.
Be better? Really?
Hubert, why not just promise to be more forthright?
Because that might make me a liar. Let me speak plain. I no longer believe you to be working with the enemy. However, that does not necessarily mean the possibility is now non-existent.
You better not believe that I'm with the enemy.
I guess
So
I
your
did
guard
it
is
for
down,
honesty. But look, do you guys trust me or not?
Of course we trust you.
Or I do, at least. So please, Let us begin this relationship anew on solid ground.